G'day guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Wildkard. Thank you for watching the Wildkard Rugby Show. Like, comment, and subscribe. And yes, you are here today because once again, Adi, the great Savia, has taken Moana Pasifika on his shoulders. And I can't even say that he carried the team to win the game. He inspired the team to put up another outstanding performance and another huge upset, and taking a huge step forward to potentially make it into the top 6, into the elimination rounds for Moana Pasifika. This was just, every week I come out here and say Adi Safi has put on an amazing performance and taken the team. This was another step forward for Adi Savia and the team of Moana Pasifika, because not only they defeated the Blues team, that is the reigning defending champions of the Super Rugby from last year, but this Blues team is the best Blues team so far this season. The Blues team has been building every week, getting better every week, back into the form, back into the shape that they were last year. And going into this game, I thought the Blues were just going to steamroll Moana Pasifika potentially with that physical game, because they really found themselves in that same style. They found that physicality again coming into in the last few weeks. And really, I thought the Blues starting to look like championship team again, looking like a real threat. And Moana Pasifika not only beat the Blues, but they beat the Blues at their own game. Yes, in that physical carry game, Moana Pasifika beat the Blues. They play better than the Blues, and they play better than the Blues strategically with the kicking, and they physically outmuscled and beat the Blues at their own style. And Adi Savia was just instrumental in all of that, and really hope that he gets an opportunity to take the All Blacks as the captain and see where he can go in the black jersey and take the All Blacks to a whole new level. And yeah, this was just incredible performance. On top of all that, Moana Pasifika had to play against two try scores that was incorrectly disallowed against them. So there could have been 2 more tries scored for Moana Pasifika that was disallowed, and they had to play with a yellow card, and they were behind for most of the game to come back and win this one against all odds. This was unbelievable. I don't even know what to say. Go watch this game. It was incredible. And if you're a Moana Pasifika fan, you must be through the moon. It was just unbelievable performance. And sure enough, you are here because you're still really confused about some of the referee decisions. Now, I'm confused too. Everybody's confused. The referee on the field was confused with some of these decisions. But let's quickly have a look at what actually happened. First up, let's have a look at this one. Where was I? Where was this? Let's have a look at this. So yeah, Adi Savia dropped the ball on the line here. Referee went upstairs, says he saw the ball touch the line, and the TMO looked at this and said, I don't think it was scored. Based on this angle, the TMO actually don't have enough evidence to overrule the decision online, because you can't really say the ball whether it's on the line or not. And the TMO actually overruled the decision, on-field try decision, based on this shot here, and that is the wrong decision. If the referee has said, I don't know if the try was scored or not, check it and let me know. The TMO could actually look at this and say, I don't think the try was scored. I think it was a little bit short. But the referee on field said it was a try. He saw the ball touch the line. TMO actually don't have enough evidence to overrule that based on what he saw. So this is number one try being disallowed against Moana Pasifika already early in the game. Now this one here is just bizarre. Everybody was talking about the protocol. Nobody seems to understand. And that's because they just updated the protocol once again in January this year, and I have to go have a look at it, and the protocol is so confusing. Nobody seems to know what happened. So basically, right here, what's his name? Lalomilo. I think his name is Lalomilo. Yep. Lalomilo, when right here, as he threw the ball back in field, his foot actually touched the line just there. So let's just watch this full passage of play. He threw the ball back in field. There's a turnover right here, and this is really, really important, because once the ball is turned over, a new passage of play has started, right? So this is a new passage of play. The Blues has got the ball here. He's turned it over. And then Moana Pasifika immediately turned the ball back over again without the Blues playing any rugby at all. And then this was played on by Moana Pasifika. So, crossfield kick, few phases later, this is, Moana Pasifika building. This was about 4 or 5 phases. Moana Pasifika pounded the try line before finally they went in to score the try with a pick and go. So everybody's confused, and there it is, pick and go, try time. And this was about 4 or 5 phases before the try was actually scored. Now, the referee looked at all of this and then said that when Lalomilo touched the line, here, was out, therefore the try was disallowed, right? They said when Lalomilo threw the ball back here, his foot was on line, which indeed it was, and nobody seemed to know if the TMO is allowed to go back this far. Now let's have a look at what the law actually says, the most recently updated law from World Rugby. This is a document from World Rugby that explains all of this, and it's super confusing. So basically, we need to understand 2 definitions. First, attacking passage of play. Attacking passage of play defines as all the phases leading into the try before the ball has gone out of bounds or has been turned over by the opposition team. That is all considered one attacking phase of play. Now, this try was all the phases built up into it are considered part of the attacking phase of play. The second definition is 2 phases of play. So 2 phases of play, as we know this already before, basically 2 rucks before a try was scored. You're allowed to look at all the incidents between the 2 rucks and no more than that. And then anything happened before that, you're not allowed to look at, and try will be given. Now, here's the problem. Some laws are looked at for 2 attacking some laws are looked at for 2 phases of play. Some laws are looked at the entire attacking passage of play. So according to the update, these laws here with regarding to scoring, offside, tackling, offside at a ruck, offside at the maul, touch, quick throw and line out, offside at a scrum, in goal, penalty and free kicks, all of these laws will be looked at within only 2 phases of play before a try is scored. So if there's a quick tab issue, that can only be looked at 2 phases. So if someone takes a quick tab and they actually knock the ball on, take a quick tab and they fail to do the tab properly, and then they score 5 phases later, they can't go back to that. That's basically what this means. 2 phases, that's it. But when it comes to knock on, forward pass, and touch, quick line-out throws, all of these are looked at within the last attacking phase of play. So all the phases, last attacking passage of play, so all the phases leading into the try will be checked for these problems. As you can see that there's actually a bit of an overlap here. Touch, quick throw, and line out is looked at for both. So this is, again, World Rugby is just chucking everything in there to make sure everything's covered. But this is the important part. The touch will be looked at for all the phases leading into the try. However, the last attacking passage of play is defined by the last time when the ball is changed possession. So when Lalomilo threw the ball back in field and it was picked up by a Blues player, this was a different attacking passage of play has been formed. So when Moana Pasifika turned the ball back over, a new attacking passage was formed after as well. So this is actually completely separate passages of play between the try and when Lalomilo was in touch. So technically, this should have been a try, and the referee cannot overrule the try based on this, because the fact that the Blues player has taken possession of the ball and a new attacking passage of play has been initiated. So very confusing. The referees themselves don't even know, and you have Angus Garner and Ben O'Keefe on the field, and I think that, again, very interesting stuff. But despite all that, Moana Pasifika still won the game, and it was just incredible performance. And yeah, I don't know, it's super impressive. I think that the urgency, the physicality, and the breakdowns, something that the Blues pride themselves on. Moana Pasifika, especially in the second half, outmuscled them. The Blues was really, really good in their set piece, in their tight plays, in their structure, and then they were able to basically Moana Pasifika managed to tie themselves up and not concede penalties in the maul, not concede penalties in the scrum, despite the Blues had a better set piece from the poor packs with that dominance. So really, really excellent play by Moana Pasifika. I don't know what else to say. It is just incredible game. Anyway, let's have a look at the match stats of the game. 3 tries apiece, 466 meters to Moana Pasifika and 378 for the Blues. 7 turnovers conceded for Moana Pasifika, 11 against the Blues. The Blues are, really, really good at the breakdowns, and Moana Pasifika, again, physically overwhelmed them in the second half to get that dominance. 159 tackles for Moana Pasifika out of 17 missed tackles. 199 tackles to the Blues out of 80. So this is not bad. The Blues performance is not bad by any means whatsoever. 31 kicks in play for the Moana Pasifika, 22 kicks in play for the Blue, 3 missed conversions, and 1 missed penalty goal for Moana Pasifika. The Blues was under the pumps, giving away a lot of penalties and turnovers because of that relentless pressure from Moana Pasifika. 839 kicks meters for Moana Pasifika, 644 for the Blues. So they actually lost the kicking game despite having Beauden Barrett on the field. That is something that, you gotta give a round of applause for Perugini and on the field there tonight. Is Garden Bishop playing tonight? But yeah, it was really, really well done there as well, winning the kicking game against Beauden Barrett. 0 liner loss for Moana Pasifika, 1 loss for the Blues. 1 scrum loss for the Blues, despite having that little bit of dominance. They overextended themselves a little bit as well, and just really well managed overall for Moana Pasifika. And here's the difference. 9 penalties considered for Moana Pasifika, 14 against the Blues. There was 2 yellow cards for Moana Pasifika. I think it was a high shot, and then there might be a penalty, repeated penalty. There was a penalty try for the maul. So yeah, 2 yellow cards for Moana Pasifika, playing for 1 man down for 20 minutes. Still overcome the odds and won the match. Was just unbelievable. So let's have a look at a quick recap of the game, of the points. So yeah, the Blues actually came out with Moana Pasifika came out with a lot of back and forth with the 2 teams. Like I said, looked like Adi Savea scored right there, 8 minutes in, it was denied, and then Moana Pasifika decided, look, we're just gonna keep hitting the wall. We're gonna take 3 points. We're gonna stop hitting the wall. We're gonna take 3 points. So 12 minutes in, Moana Pasifika taking 3 points on the ball. 26 minutes in, the Blues had a penalty. They won for the maul. The maul was basically tripped over by one of the Moana Pasifika player falling over, and there was a yellow card penalty try. Yeah, 31 minutes into the game, the Blues were the player in the bin. Again, piling in after a nice run down the field from AJ Lamb, and then just lots of pick and go. Eventually, Patrick Tuipulotu went in for the try. 14 points to 3, Blues lead. 35 minutes in the game, Moana Pasifika went for their own line out at 7 minutes out from the Blues line. Lots of pressure center field, and then the ball went out quick to Tamoe Folau out in the wing for the try. 11 points to 14 going into halftime. Second half starts. Before this, one of them kicked another penalty. So 11 points, 14 at halftime. There was another penalty kick before they scored this try. So second half starts, 47 minutes into the game. There was more pressure from Moana Pasifika right in front of the Blues goal line. Not able to get through for the try, and then they take a penalty. 14 points to 14. 52 minutes in the game, more pressure from Moana Pasifika. Still couldn't crack the Blues defense. Again, decided to take another penalty. 17 points to 14, taking the lead. 55 minutes, we saw that try being disallowed. A lot of angry people. People are not happy about this. But a few minutes later, Moana Pasifika basically played almost the same style. More pressure on one side of the field. The ball went out to Perugini. Crossfield kick and the ball was smacked back in the field to Tao Moe Falau, who got the ball on the inside and went in for the try. And that was 22 points to 14. Another missed goal here. 66 minutes in the game. Adi Savea was on God mode. Oh my goodness. Beauden Barrett was trying to play some kicking game. Adi Savea got Beauden Barrett's goal kicking. There was a crossfield. He got the crossfield cover and he did some like a juking. He was playing like a fullback, a world-class fullback, rounding the ball out. And then after this, he had a little chip behind and he chased the ball down, got the bounce himself like a world-class fullback. And then in the end, his team followed that momentum. There was a long cutout pass to Moe Falau. He got the ball, kicked the ball behind, ran through for the try. 27 points to 14. Moana Pasifika pulled themselves ahead. And finally, 72 minutes in the game, there was more penalties against Moana Pasifika. The Blues taking a tap from these penalties right in front of the goalpost. Big forwards piling in, and Hoskins to 2-2 got the crash ball through, 21 points to 27. But then, yeah, finally the Blue was piling in last minute of the game. Scrum, 5-minute scrum for the Blues. Penalty, repeated penalties. They just part in under the post. And then, who else but Adi, the great Savea, gets a turnover and ends the game for a win for Moana Pasifika. Oh my goodness, let me know your thoughts about this game. Like, comment, subscribe, and thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and let me know your thoughts about the protocol, and have a good one. Cheers.